Hi, this is Kathleen and I'm recording my final vlog for my cinema class. So I'm going to be talking about Star Wars Episode 4, which is directed by George Lucas. And I just really quickly wanted to mention that all my sources or my info is coming from the movie itself and our textbook for the class, which is called Looking at Movies. Also, so I just wanted to bring up how well known this movie is and how much came from it. So there's a whole entire series that came out of it, of course, and even when they finished essentially making the series, they ended up coming out with a new one very recently, and their newest one, Rogue One, is coming out this month. So it's had a huge impact on our culture even today, and the characters are very well known. Some people dress up for them for Halloween, and there's a lot of merchandise from these films that is sold in stores. So I wanted to talk a lot about the music, which was composed by John Williams. All of the movies, in fact, were composed by John Williams except for the newest one that is coming out. So I thought that was kind of a cool thing, and I think that's a really good idea so that they have kind of a common theme. But anyways, the opening theme song really sets the tone for the movie, and it's a very well-known theme song. And so a lot of people, especially me, when I think of Star Wars and I think of this movie, I think of that theme song. So I think that's very important, and it shows how much the music can impact the movie. Also, the Imperial March sets the tone for Darth Vader's character, and I think it's really important to have that for his character. And then there's also the Cantina song, which sets that the mood for that bar scene, and it's also a very well-known song. It's aside from the other two, it's one of the most well-known songs from it, and it's still used in reference today. Also, just in general, the film is scored really beautifully, and every piece that is scored in it really helps create the mood for whatever scene the music is a part of, and it helps create the tone for the movie as a whole. I also wanted to talk about sounds, because sounds and music, they just go together. And so the sounds, I think, are especially important for this movie. First of all, you have the lightsaber sounds, and so it has a distinct sound from when they're pulling out the lightsabers and when they're whooshing them around, and then they have that distinct sound when they hit each other. There's also the blaster sound, which makes a very distinct pew pew sound that everybody knows, and they all kind of associate that sound with this movie. There's the hyperspeed sound, which I think is really important to talk about that sound along with the imagery, because with those two combined, that hyperspeed imagery and that sound combined, it really creates that scene, and it creates a specific mood and tone for that scene, and everybody knows it, and they all when they see that imagery, they think of the sound, or when they hear the sound, they think of the imagery. And so I think those two really work well together. There's also the sound for Darth Vader's mask, which really helps create his character and his voice in general. And then there's R2-D2 sound, which help you to know what he's thinking even though he can't talk. So that's all I have, but thanks for teaching the course, Camry, and have a great break. Bye!